There's a website called Not Always Right where people submit their worst customer service and management stories. I can spend hours. I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds like my cup of tea. Maybe not though, because then I'll just get angry and just mad and be like, how can people do this? How can you treat another human being that way? What makes you think you're better than somebody just because they work at like McDonald's or In-N-Out or something? Like, it makes me so mad. Everybody should work fast food at least once in their life. At least fast food or what's it called? Retail of some kind. Everybody should work some sort of customer service job 100% because you've got to learn how it feels. You got to learn. Alcondros, happy Friday! Our unofficial company subreddit has at least one post per day on bad customers. I bet. Wait, you work for Lowe's? That doesn't surprise me. People can just be mean. People can just be mean. And people are, in general, people are not smart. But I've met amazing people in my life that I really, really love. I do it. Nope, not today. Stars haven't aligned. No, not today. Who said a person can be smart, but people are dumb? I don't know, but that's very, very, that's very true. Grandpa says people are so entitled. The more these days that they don't care, they'd be more angry they've been called out than ever be embarrassed by acting up in public. Unless you post a video of it all over social media and they go viral and then they act remorseful. Oh, it was in Men in Black? Really? You know what? That tracks, actually. Oh, we found a stamp! Oh, yeah. Show me my Borat stamp, man. Oh, no. Oh. I'm stuck in the thing. Oh, okay, all right. We're good. Okay. We had a to-go girl that had worked for P.F. Chang's for years and years and years. She'd been there for a long time. Her brother worked there as well. And, oh, look whose fire's out now. Oh, I know. You're the problem. It's you. You're making it rain. And, there was this guy, maybe I've told this story on stream too, but there was this guy that came in, for a to-go order, and it was this massive order, and he was being such a jerk about it. Such a jerk. And he was standing by the wall where we told everybody to wait to get their to-go orders. He was standing by the wall and, just arms folded, just angry. And he was just being such a jerk. And I could tell by his body language that he was not happy. And so I saw them running back and forth and do all these things. And then I saw my manager start to like get involved. And I thought, man, things must be going crazy back there. Like, I don't know what's happening, but things must be like really struggling back there. No, you gotta go this way, man. Yeah, yep, there you go. And, I just burned all the stuff. It's not what I meant to do, oh my gosh. Get out of here. Oh, well, okay. Well, that was your fault. You walked into that one. So finally, this guy comes up to the host stand, and he's carrying all these bags, and our manager is like, let me help you carry these out to the car. And the guy's like, oh, that's really nice of you, but you don't have to do that. And he was like, no, I insist, please. And so he follows the guy out to the car, and then he came back inside, and he was like, are my ears red? And I was like, yes. And he goes, I am so mad. I have never been so mad. I haven't been so mad in a long time. I'm so mad. I freaking hate that guy. Apparently, this guy was so mean to our to-go girl, like our to-go server, that he made her cry in the bathroom while she was putting together his order. And apparently the manager had been in the kitchen, kind of, just working. And one of the other servers had gone to get him and said, Stephanie's in the bathroom sobbing because this freaking jerk over at this guy with his to-go orders being a freaking jerk. Hey, it's Paladrin! Pretzel crust pizza? How would that taste? Ooh, a big soft pretzel sounds really good right now. Where can I get one? Does Sam's Club sell pretzels? Big giant soft pretzels? That sounds amazing. I wish. So apparently the manager got really mad, obviously. And that's when he was like, you know, can I help you with this to-go order? And so the guy was like, oh, but apparently the guy was like, well, finally, somebody who actually knows what they're doing or whatever. So I guess the manager like took his stuff, helped him take the stuff out to the car. And then it was one of those really awesome situations that we all really, really love when he goes, hey, I just want to thank you for, you know, making your order with us today. And I just want to let you know that you're not welcome to come back to this store ever again. And the guy was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, that our to-go girl is crying in the bathroom because you were such a freaking jerk to her today. So you are not welcome back in our restaurant. And the guy was like, I want to speak to your manager. And it was one of those great moments where he was like, you're talking to him. And we were like, ah. So that is one of those managers that we want to, oh, I supposed to do? Oh, okay. Are there like bubbles down here? Oh. Why would he be there? That is so weird. I feel like things are not... Well, there are bubbles. I feel like things are not just randomly placed here. Oh, that's right. He doesn't like to be pulled along. Yeah, so, he was the manager we would all work for. We loved working for him because he had our back. He was the one that when tables would be like, excuse me, but this is cold. He'd be like, well, that's funny because when I saw it come out of the kitchen 2 minutes ago, it was steaming. And we were like, I love you, man. He was the best. But then there were the other ones that were like, oh, of course. Like, of course. We'll send that right back, sir, or whatever. Oh man. My internet is sucking again today too. Where's Twitch's manager? Yeah, that's who you should talk to. Twitch's manager. I know, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Will he fit over that threshold? Yeah. Oh, cool. I don't know what happened. And my my internet has been kind of spotty over the last couple days. We've had some issues. I just changed the bit rate. I put the bit rate just a teeny bit lower. But I don't know if that was the problem because like my internet... I don't know what happens in that situation when OBS is just like, OBS has disconnected. Is that a OBS thing? Oh shoot. Yeah, it's that many. Yep, we're gonna do that. Oh, is there air up here? Okay, yes, there is. If life gives you lemons. Oh my gosh, Grandpa, thank you so much for the resub. I don't remember the gummy bear theme. Oh, a headache and cough. Ooh, that's annoying. That is so annoying. You know when you get sick and you're like, oh, all that time I was healthy, it took for granted. All those times my nose was clear. I took it all for granted. I miss when I can actually breathe through my nose. I remember. I've experienced that many times. I don't know the gummy bear theme off the top of my head anyway. All I can think of is Rescue Rangers. I'm trying to think. Gummy bears. Shoot, I can't even, like, I cannot even picture, I cannot imagine the Gummy Bears theme song. There we go. Prawn store, prawn. Have you ever seen, District 9? Oh! I feel like I should not be down here because, ah! Oh my gosh! Everything about this is bad. Go get him. Oh, bad situation. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't so bad. He looked so much more threatening than that. Wow. So I am not a fan of gore, and I get really creeped out when there's like body horror, and District 9 was, it made me kind of squeamish, but it is easily one of my favorite sci-fi movies I've ever seen. It's absolutely fantastic. And you know what? I should watch it again. It's been a long time since I've seen it and had a chance to do that yet. I'd also really like to make a t-shirt that has like the line from later alligator on it about holding my horses in a caress all night, waiting for you to take the shot, Rocco. And I have that design, but I just haven't made it yet. I have so many things I want to make, and I just never take that. Oh, look at that. Secret. It's Padawan. Happy pizza day. I don't know if we're gonna have pizza night because everybody apparently is sick of pizza. What is wrong with my household? Ask you. Wow, I did not expect to come up there. And Parkway! Yeah, happy treat yourself day, right? Whatever it is that your heart desires. If you want pizza, if you want pizza, great, do pizza. I was actually thinking of getting some of those little, like, I know that this is probably not ideal, but those little chicken taquitos, Delimex chicken taquitos at the store, and just making sure that I have, you know, like guacamole and sour cream and stuff. That's not really cooking. Just toss them in the oven, you know. Lemons are not naturally occurring. I did not know that until a couple days ago. Ander came across a video that explained how lemons are made. They are not natural. And also, I didn't know what a citron was. I always just thought it was a lumpy lemon. But no. Lemons are man-made. That's crazy. I had no idea. But yeah, Ander saw that on, what was it, Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is. He watches his little videos on. He is not on TikTok. Oh, there's a big old rift over there. Is that a good situation? Like we do. I know, right? I just thought it was a lumpy lemon. Surprise. Yeah, take the lemons. Oh, okay. I recognize this now. I rated, I believe her name was Miss May, and this was where she was. Yeah, what about, oh, there's an entrance right there. I see. We said we'd meet right here, but I've been waiting and you're not here. Did your feelings change? Did you stop liking me? Do you not see this map? Tries like, just back away. Just back away. Lemons, like grapefruits, change the absorption of medical drugs, possibly giving you an overdose. You know what? I actually feel like I did know that. Okay, I'm gonna let this quote slide from Trekkie, even though there's a word I consider not a good word in it, but I'm gonna let it slide because it's a quote from Cave Johnson. Yeah. I don't know how to make the t-shirt without that word though. I guess I could use the word darn, but I've never heard sounds like that before. Have you never been like stressed out ever in your life? Try. Come on now. Dang, darn. You bet I would get my pizzas from Costco. Heck yes. None of this Little Caesars stuff. Absolutely not. I would do Costco, hands down. Could my darling be in there? Tries like, I can feel it in my leafies. Out of the way. I can't leave my beloved waiting. He's just gonna jump right in there. Love. Love. Or what does Anna say in Frozen? It's true love. We'd better get in there and fix that whole situation. Yeah, he does this big lemon rant, and then GLaDOS is like, yeah, as the potato. So wild. I loved those games so much. Oh, such a good time. Yeah, I have my shirt that says Get Mad with the lemon on it, but I need to revamp it. And it's also starting to fade because I've just bleached it out too many times. DJ already has the MP3 of the quote in Discord. There you go. Yeah, why is Link lucky enough to move in here? Pray tell. Because he has the thing of wisdom or whatever, because he's... I don't know, because he's the hero of legend or whatever. He's been the hero of time. He's been the hero of legend. He's been the hero of all sorts of things. I don't know. Oh, that was exactly what I wanted. Thanks. It was so good. Good whiz rope. Oh, I thought I could climb that. That is not a ladder. Oh man, now I really want to watch District 9. So good. Kind of gross. Kind of gross, but I just really appreciated it for how unique the story was. The story was so different than anything. I just was not expecting. I mean, it was a documentary and then it turned into an action movie. It was crazy. How am I gonna get up here? Just like that. Okay. Cool, cool. Oh, I can't make that. That is taller than I am, which is not hard because I am not a tall person. Zelda's not a tall person, but I am also not a tall person. It is not very hard to be taller than me. Any of you that have seen me in person, like Basically Dad. Well, you know what? Basically Dad doesn't count because Basically Dad is gigantic. He's so tall in real life. I don't recall Padawan being really, really tall, at least in my eyes. Like, he seemed like what I would have imagined. But Basically Dad towered over me. It was shocking. I was like, you're so tall. First thing I said to Basically Dad when I met him at the Dr. Pepper Museum was, you're so tall. And the first thing he said to me was, and you're so short. I was like, well, I mean, you're not wrong. I'm pretty... You're 5'10"? Okay, so you're like the same height as Ander. And Ander tells me all the time he wishes he was 6 feet, at least over 6 feet. But I'm like, yeah, but I'm really short. So that would be hard. You know what I'm saying? That would be a struggle. Ah! Okay. But I've seen videos where women will put their phones up where how tall their men are and then like have it angled down to look at them and then they watch the footage and they're like, this is what he sees all the time? Oh my gosh. I'm so small. But Ander isn't that much taller than me. Oh, come on. Just go that. Oh, he can't climb over it. I see. That reminds me of little brain breaks. We can't climb over it. Can't climb under it. Or we can't go under it. We must, I don't know, tiptoe through it. Is there something that I can do that like shoots fire? Because I don't know that yet. That worked. That was cool. 5'10", too, and proud. Hayes is 5'9", and my wife is 5'10". There you go. Yeah, Ander had a girlfriend before he dated me that was not taller than him, but if she wore heels, she was taller than him. And so she never wore heels when they were, like, when they went to, because she was a high school girlfriend of his. And so in all their dance pictures, she's, like, hunched over. And he said she just never wanted to stand up straight because she always felt like she was going to be taller than me. And I was like, girl, own it. Come on. You don't need to be ashamed. It's totally fine. Okay, I know Rumi's a little shorty short. I can't remember how tall Rumi is, though. I think Rumi is the same height as me. I'm 5'2". Okay, Alcondros is 6 feet. Yeah, and then he points out my gray roots. I'll just point out his gray hairs and his beard then. Being bishop for 4.5 years definitely gave Ander some gray hairs. That is for sure. No, that is not what I wanted. Poor guy. It was a stressful time. Oh. Okay. Can I make that? Oh, close. Oh, I'm glad it came out of that thing. I never would have thought to go down in that little hole. Probably not. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, good stress, yes. But also, it's challenging. That's one of the hardest callings in the church, if you ask me. Because, okay. Because you got so much going on. Let go! Leave me alone! That's not what I meant to do. I know. We'll set it here. Set it off. Oh, biscuits. Did that hurt me? Oh no, I'm running out of air. That's what I'm doing. Because I'm not a fish. I think you have a means to do long distance firing. I might be wrong about 1 or 2 things you have. Oh, really? Oh, well, I guess if I really wanted to, I could aim a fire something and do it like long range, I guess. I hadn't thought of that. I think you're right. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. But Anders also just almost 40 and like that's what happens, you know? You get gray hair. I haven't noticed any gray hairs on myself yet, but I'm sure they're probably there and I just haven't. Yeah, if you hold down Y, this should not be this hard. Oh, take it all to heck. I'm trying to keep straight the timing of the bomb, how much air I have. Great googly moogly. Okay. Dang it! Shouldn't be this hard. Can I just like put it here? Oh, nope. Oh, I know. I'll do this. Nope. That's because my aiming is terrible. Oh my gosh, I can't get my buttons right. Okay, huh? There we go. Ugh. Oh, I need air anyway. It's fine. Ander, oh, he can totally grow hair, but it's thinning. So he just decided to finally shave it all off. He could grow it, but it's definitely thinning on the top. So he was finally like, and I know that he hesitated to shave it all off for a while because, you know, I mean, that's kind of that's a big step, you know? But actually I think it looks great on him. I think he looks super handsome, especially when he puts on his suit. It looks really good. My favorite was when Ander worked for Wells Fargo and he would wear like suspenders. I'm just gonna tell you all right now. One of the best things, okay, I am not the only person who feels this way. I've talked to many women who feel this way. Men's forearms are so nice. I don't care how much you weigh. I don't care what your style is. I don't care any of that. You wear a long sleeve shirt and then you cuff it to like 3/4 length. Fantastic. Love it. All the time. Fantastic. So when Ander worked for Wells Fargo, I mean, he's a fishing guide. So now he just wears t-shirts and jeans. You guys should see Ander's foot tan line. Ander has Neapolitan feet. So because he's gone fishing for so long, all his life with flip-flops on and jeans on, sometimes shorts, sometimes jeans, his toes are dark brown. And then he has this wide, crazy white stripe on his feet in a flip-flop like design. And then he's got like, or no, his toes are pink. And then his flip-flop tan line is bright white. And then the rest of his foot / leg is brown just from being tan in the sun all the time. He's got Neapolitan feet. I know. But you know what though? Like if next time we have like a ward event or something and Ander goes, like a church, like a congregation event and Ander's there in like flip-flops, you will see. You will see. Also, Salty, how are you? I know. That's the only way I can describe it. It looks like Neapolitan ice cream. It's pink, white, and brown. I'm not kidding. I am not going to take a picture of my husband's feet and post it on Discord. You guys can use your imaginations, but he's very proud of that tan line and he gets compliments on it all the time. People are like, that is an amazing tan line. He's like, yeah, it's pretty great. But yeah, Ander, he's got some really serious, he's got some, and I mean, he has like the farmer's tan because he's out fishing. Although, you know what? His farmer's tan isn't so bad now because ever since he made fishing a full-time job, he wears these UV protectant long sleeved shirts that have like his sponsors on them. So, oh, they're in a heart pond. Nobody clip any of the feet stuff. I was gonna put my little socks on at the beginning of stream, and then I thought, no, I don't want to show my feet on stream. The thorn started spreading, and then, I don't know what happened after that. My beloved! Oh, cute. I was waiting, and you didn't show. I thought you weren't sweet on me anymore. Oh, sugarcane! Of course I'm still sweet on you. It happens. The accents, they just happen. They just happen. Those feet might look tasty, but I wouldn't want to have them for dessert. No, 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 no. So Ander worked for Wells Fargo as a teller for a couple years, and he enjoyed it, but he always wore like, okay, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. He would wear these button-down shirts, and he would cuff them to the forearm, and then he would wear either bow ties. He would wear a bow tie with suspenders, or he would wear just a tie. I love my husband. I feel like I'm gonna blush. I love my husband, and I think he's absolutely adorable / handsome / all those things. But never has he been more attractive to me than when he was working at Wells Fargo and wearing those like little button-down shirts and like bow ties and suspenders every day. And he knows this. We've talked about this before. I'm like, I really wish you would wear suspenders like to church. You don't have to wear suits now that you're not bishop anymore. He still has those suspenders, but I feel like I'm blushing. So men can buy long sleeve shirts with too short sleeves that fit otherwise and hide the poor fit by rolling up sleeves and being stylish. Absolutely. Cuff them, roll them up. Show us those forearms. Oh, what did Alcandro say? Veins or no veins? That is a great question. I don't know. I don't know. I can honestly say I have never seen any dude's forearms that I've been like, ugh. I've never ever experienced that in my life. And I've seen a lot of guys just kind of out, you know, like out or like at a bank or, you know, whatever. But I'm telling you, I've talked to multiple women that feel the same way. There's something about a guy's forearms. I don't know what it is. So every time we go out somewhere and I want Ander to kind of dress up and look kind of nice, like I want the two of us to kind of dress up and look nice. He's always like, what should I wear? I'm like, why are you asking me that question? You know exactly what I want you to wear. I want you to wear a button-down shirt and then cuff it at your forearms. Like cuff it 3/4 of the way up. And he's always like, okay. I don't know how he hasn't picked up on that yet. This is what I tell him every single time. I miss those suspenders and those bow ties. Although he has a gray suit. And so he's got to be careful because if he wears the wrong bow tie, he looks like Pee Wee Herman. See, collaboration is, we are collaborating. My wife says the same thing to me. She likes my arms. There you go. See, I'm telling you, I mean, I guess we're not collaborating, but like, you know what I mean? We are, your wife gets it. I'm telling you, I've never met, I have talked to many women that have maybe they didn't say that necessarily specifically, but like if I brought it up and be like, you know what, I really love when Ander wears this because I really like seeing his forearms. Every woman, almost every woman I've talked to has been like, oh my gosh, you're so right. I don't care what a guy, like, I don't care what your size is. I don't care any of that. If you wear a 3/4 length like shirt, or you wear a long sleeve shirt and then you cuff it to 3/4 length, so good. So good. Yeah, you're gonna have to ask about forearms. Wiki forearms. No, sometimes the things we discuss in stream boggle my mind. I'm like, I cannot believe we're having this conversation right now. But you know what? Wait a minute. Can I... Okay, here's a question. If, as Try gets... Paladrin says, having worked around people with suits for the majority of the last 20 years, I totally agree. I'm telling you. Or, a really good tailored suit looks good on all men. I don't care, once again, I don't care what size you are. I don't care, like, what your profession is or whatever. A good, like I'm saying, a tailored suit that is tailored to your body, fantastic. Please, by all means, continue. Carry on. Like, so good. It looks so good on any guy. And so when Ander got his suits when he became bishop, he got 2 suits. And then, of course, his mom is a seamstress. And so she made sure that they fit right. And they look so good on him. They look so good. And I make sure to tell him that. Okay, so question. Do these entrances open the stronger Try gets? Or has this entrance always been here and I just didn't realize I could come and, like, make an entrance here? I know Texan Deku's to tech to forearms. How did I get started on that? I don't even remember. Don't skip. I mean, I can totally see how any sort of body part that is overdone, like I've seen people skip leg day and only do arms and pecs or whatever. And it, you know, I understand there's a balance. You don't want anything that is 10 billion times more massive than anything else. And that goes for everybody. Like so obviously there are exceptions, but I'm telling you, the forearms. And my brother, I think this is adorable. My brother my brother used to be very, very overweight. And he just stayed home or he just played games all the time and he would stay home from school. And he would fake sick to stay home from school because like Final Fantasy VII had been released or whatever. And he just would stay home and play video games all day. And he would just snack on things all day. And my brother gained a lot of weight. He was really unhealthy and he just wasn't healthy, really, really overweight. And so he took a weight lifting class when he was in high school, and it changed his life. All of a sudden he was doing weightlifting, but it was like a class. So it's not like he could not do it. And he's gonna kill me. I just realized I gotta take a nap. And he started checking out his forearms in every mirror. I would watch him, every single mirror. He would walk by and he would do this in the mirror. And finally one day I called him out on it, like a sister does. I was like, what you looking at? What you looking at? And he kind of like gave me this sheepish smile and he was like, I don't know, I'm just seeing like muscle definition. And I was like, I was like, dude, check yourself out. That's great. I think that's wonderful. But I have very fond memories of that because it was really cool watching his body change for the better and watching him get healthy and actually make really great decisions. He started jogging once he lost a lot of the weight. And I mean, it absolutely changed his life. And his weight has fluctuated all his life. But like, I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. But I remember giving him a little bit of a hard time. Not a hard time, but like a loving hard time. Being like, what you looking at? It's like, I like looking at my arms. I don't know if it's Try's strength or just story elements that opened up the rest. Presumably story elements, since I did as many as I could the moment I could freely roam. Yeah, don't look like Popeye. Let's not look like... I know, Parkway is like a true gamer. I know. He was like... My brother used to get... Hey, it's Amy! Good to see you, Amy. I just got a missed call from somebody. Where's my child's bus? That's what I really need to know. Okay, not here yet. My brother used to get... Apparently, my brother used to wear his socks like insanely tight on his feet, and it caused him to get these ingrown toenails, which sounds awful. I don't know how many of you have had an ingrown toenail, but it is miserable. But he would get these ingrown toenails, and then he would stay home, and he would stay home from school because his toe was so like, oh, see ya. That was amazing. But he would use that as an excuse a lot to be like, well, I think I'm getting an ingrown toenail. I think I have to stay home. And my mom would be like, oh no, okay, well, you stay here. Like my mom, I mean, I don't know. Maybe my mom knew exactly what he was doing and she just was like, whatever. But my brother used to stay home a lot and he would just play video games. But he fully admits that like he is, oh, okay. But he fully admits, he's like, don't do that, kids. Don't skip school to stay home and play video games. Just don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, he was able to get healthy, and I'm so glad you're here, Amy. We've had a lot of interesting conversations today. That's for sure. Bed, maybe? Question mark? Are there enough? Oh, there are. Okay. Oh, I don't need to even get up here. Oh, I thought I did. Do I need to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, that was lucky. Wow, that was really lucky. Dang. Talked about forearms. Talked about bad customers, Karens. I was called a Karen for calling out the people in my neighborhood for doing fireworks when they're illegal here. And not only were they doing fireworks, but they were doing like commercial grade fireworks. So they were basically shooting off what sounded like mortars in their backyard, which means they know they were making people mad. So they were doing it in the safety of their backyard so people couldn't come tell them to stop. And people were like, oh, you're being a Karen. And I was like, dude, if that makes me a Karen for complaining that you're doing insanely loud fireworks in a family neighborhood until 2 a.m. on New Year's Eve, fine, call me a Karen, but... That is one I've never heard, Wolf. It's hard for them to think outside the box. Because! That's one of my favorite chicken jokes. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because! That's very good. Where am I going? Oh. Oh, have I? Oh, wait, no, I did go over there. Okay, well, there's like nowhere else for me to go, so I missed this somewhere. Dude, I'm telling you, chickens actually rarely ever go bark, 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 bark. They really just walk around and go. That, my friend has a bunch of chickens. Can confirm, that's what they do. And they go to her back door and they just look at us through the window. Just sit there and stare at us. Like, your chickens are making me nervous. I can appreciate chickens, but I would never want to be a chicken owner, I don't think. I think it's not for me. It's messy. It's messy work. I'm missing a thing? What? I'm missing... How did I miss one? Maybe up there? Okay, let me check my bus app. This is right around the time I gotta go get my daughter. Okay, no, she's not here yet. That accent reminds me, we've been kind of on an Auden has been on an obsession, had a slight obsession with the movie Sing 2, which has Portia. Oh, up here! Oh! Who says, oh, is it Sky-Fi? Oh, I love Sky-Fi. Hey, it's Apache! How's it going? Bye, Sword Art! Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Wait. Somebody else is leaving. And, oh, Amy's waiting on the bus. You know what? That is, I feel like Alcandros used to tune in all the time when he was on the bus. On the bus or waiting for the bus? I can't remember what it was. Have a good weekend, Sword Art. When I was a kid, we had a neighbor who kept trying to breed things. For a while, he had peacocks, and they are awful. Yeah, they do. Ah! Yes, they do. Peacocks are... I would not want to own a peacock. I do recall a viral news story about some lady trying to bring her emotional support peacock on an airplane, and she was carrying it through the airport, and everybody was like, you are out of your G-dang mind. Out of your mind. Hooray! So that's what we get. Oh, I have enough to go upgrade my stuff. I'm surprised you recall it. I used to tune in when I was on the bus returning. Yeah, I remember you were always like, I'm waiting for the bus. You were either on the bus or you were waiting for the bus. I can't remember. Either way. Okay, so we can still go down this way. Oh. I bet I could climb those trees, over those trees. Probably. But first I'm gonna go and upgrade some stuff. And then when I go grablet? Then when I go grab Charlotte from the bus, I will also run to the bathroom as well. Okay, this is where he lives? Yes, okay, yep. Oh yeah, Lefty. Lefty. Yes, I am. I think I want to do my bow, actually. I rarely ever use bombs. Oh, but I did use them for the end boss for the what's it called? The Elden, the whatever. Oh, Amy, don't you worry about it. Listen, live streaming is weird because you're really just kind of at the mercy of like who's available when. And I don't want anybody to feel like I'm sitting here going, gosh, where is this person? I don't think that at all. Hold X to charge and then release to unleash 3 arrows at once. Okay, cool. Good to know. ZL to target. Okay. I am happy with whoever can come and hang out. I love this community. And if you can come hang out, great. Even if it's only for 5 minutes, that's also great. And if you can't, I totally get it. It's totally fine. Live streaming is funny that way. You're just kind of like, oh, if we can all get here, then great. And if not, then I'll see you next time. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna have to go grab Charlotte, Bo Bartlett, Banana Fana, Bo Bartlett. Today was pajama day. And she wore a shirt that said, "This is a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success." Because it was a mess up shirt from me that I gave to her. So she wore this like oversized t-shirt. And I was like, dang, I should wear that shirt. I should have worn a matching shirt. We should have worn matching shirts when I went to lunch with her today. I didn't even think about that until right now. Now I'm drawing a blank. I don't remember this. I want to go down here and climb over them trees. I want to climb over them trees. I got a water elevator, man. I can do anything. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of hoping that like Tri would have like 17 triangles at this point, but apparently not. It's not the case. Trees. No. Can't keep me out. The Ocarina of Time was supposed to be darker when Ganondorf took over. Oh! This is sort of ringing a bell. It's been so long since I've played that. This is ringing a bell. I feel like I do remember that. I love when you can play a game that you've played so many times before and still find new things. That makes me very happy. Oh, there it is. There's a chest over there. I do like this music. It's fun. And I like that they gave her her own music. Like, it's not just the regular, you know, Zelda. Is that all that's down here? Oh, no. We've got something up here. Can I make it up that high? Totally can. I just use these trees, right? Oh, no. Maybe not. How many of those can I make? 5? Oh, man. We made it. Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, biscuits. Oh. Darn. Do you recall the when in doubt use Din's Fire? I think I do remember that. I do think I remember that. I did Ocarina of Time. I did a low health run for the first time ever in my whole life. I've never played a game with a no health run, and it took every ounce of self-control I possessed not to grab those hearts at the end of every boss fight. It was rough. That was harder than trying to stay alive during the boss fights, honestly. I think I beat the whole game with 3 hearts. It was intense. Amy's brother's supposed to go deer hunting next week with our uncle, but your aunt is in the hospital. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's kind of scary when you got a loved one that's in the hospital. I hope it's not for anything super, super serious. It's kind of wild that I have to drive by. Oh, this isn't gonna help me at all. This is still, well, maybe not. It's interesting because the hospital that my mom passed away. Oh, it worked! Hallelujah. The hospital where my mom passed away is also the same hospital where Auden was born. So, like, it's weird how there's, like, joy and such despair at the same place. It's really interesting. Hey, Mac, are you winning? Are you winning, son? I'm doing something. I feel like I haven't done a lot of exploring, so. Get him, Derry. Get him. Oh yeah, these guys, they back it up. Like to the max. Back it up. Just back him all the way up. Yep, not too bad, not too bad. Oh, thanks, Amy. Yeah, it was a time. It was definitely a time. It was crazy. It's been a little over a year, which is wild to me. But this is why, well, ever since that happened, I feel really paranoid that my dad's getting older. My dad lives in Utah, and I'm getting paranoid that I'm gonna like lose my dad unexpectedly as well. Not necessarily unexpectedly because my dad is getting older, but like he's now at that point where he's in his 70s. Oh, there's another rift over there. Oh, wait. Wolf told me to go swim around in the lake. Okay, well, I just happened to be at the lake, so let's do that. Swim around. This little derpy fish. Insane for more Zelda content? Undeniably, yes. In real life, insane? Yes to that too. Yes. You think I'm crazy? Losing family members is really hard, Amy. It's really, really hard. And I am a religious person, so I believe that this life is not the end and that there is another life where we will all be together again. Not everybody believes that, but I do. I find that comforting. You know, it's just, it kind of reminds me, I mean, this is silly and it's not when you lose a family member, but I'm reminded of that line in the Lego movie when she's like, I don't really like goodbyes. So let's just call this see you later, alligator. So I have to remind myself, at least for me personally, that this is just goodbye for a time. But it still hurts and it still sucks. And don't get me wrong, it was. And what's crazy about when my mom passed away was the fact that I knew it was coming. Like she'd been put on hospice, and so I knew it was coming. Oh, which by the way, I need to reach out to I need to send a message in the Discord to Mactastic because Mactastic's uncle, I think, is on hospice. Oh, okay. All right, cool. You don't like my beds? Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. Hey, why don't you all come lay on my bed? That's amazing. My bed is murdering these fish. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's really hard, but And that grief will be around forever. I mean, it's always painful to think about my mom. But, you know, like I said, I find comfort in... Okay, that didn't work. Oh, no. Oh. I find comfort in that. And I'll see my mom again someday. I mean, we lost our dog back in 2021. That was awful as well. So, you know, I look forward to when I can see them again. They're just not here with me right now. But as interesting, with my mom, it was interesting too, because my mom was a very different person than the woman I grew up with. She was just, her pain and her Parkinson's and all the things that she suffered with really changed her as a person. And so I felt like I had already, I'd already lost my mom a long time ago. And so it was kind of like, I was so devastated when I lost my mom. And I hated that it happened. But at the same time, I also grappled with these weird feelings of being like, I am also weirdly relieved because my mom's not in pain anymore and she's not suffering with her Parkinson's anymore. And okay. And, you know, it was so weird. It was very, very bizarre. It was so strange, but I had lost my mom that I remember. I had lost her a long time ago, so it was weird. It was very fraught with a lot of interesting emotions and whatnot. And then my mom and I also had a really interesting relationship in the last couple years that she lived here because, like I said, she wasn't the same person. And so she gave me a hard time about my parenting. She gave me a hard time about a lot of things that was really frustrating. And so it was, I grappled a lot with these feelings of kind of, I don't want to say, I will never say, oh, well, I'm glad my mom's gone or anything like that by any means. But it was weird. I had lots of like, because I certainly didn't want that. It was just, I grappled with a lot of really interesting, emotions regarding that because it was complicated. Relationships with people are complicated. And even when they're your blood related family, they can still be really challenging and really hard. And my mom was frustrating to deal with sometimes. So, I mean, I don't know. It can be really, really hard. Really, really frustrating and sad. Oh, I see you. Is it, oh, are we up? Oh yes, we're up. Yeah, we lost our dog in 2020. 2020 was such an awful year for most people, but that's when we lost our dog. That's when I had a miscarriage at the beginning of the year, and then we lost our dog near the end of the year. That's when my mom moved here, lived with us for 4 months. We were on lockdown. It was miserable. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. And so, you know, that was hard. Losing a dog that I'd raised from a baby. Oh man, that was really rough. That was so hard. But I believe I'll see her again someday. She's chasing squirrels somewhere. Tennis balls. She loved chasing tennis balls. She loved going fishing a lot. But when she was younger, Ander could take her fishing because it wasn't his job. And so he could take the time he needed to take to train her to be on the boat and everything. But with Stixel, since it's his like full-time job, he always has clients in the boat. So it's not like he can bring our hot mess of a dog and train her while he's like trying to help clients fish. So Stixel has been on the boat one time and she was a hot mess. And Ander was like, I can never do that again. I heard something the other day about dogs being so happy because they instinctively know that they only live such a short time, hence they are so joyful no matter what. Super wholesome in a sad way. I remember hearing something similar to that. It was like, why do you think dogs don't live as long as people or something? And it was like, maybe dogs become, oh, shoot, now I can't remember what it is. And now I feel like I'm being a downer in chat. I feel like I'm making everybody sad. I'm sorry. I look at, you know, the loss as heartbreaking and sad, but I also choose to believe that there is something better coming. That's my personal belief. And that we will see them again someday, and that I will be able to hug her and snuggle her again, and that she's hanging out with my mom right now. She and my mom always got along really well. They loved each other. My mom was never quite as loving on Stixel because Stixel is a mess. And she was always like, oh, Stixel, you're just a mess. I was like, I know, I'm sorry. Ooh, who are you? Great Fairy. That's right. I haven't come across a Great Fairy here. I'm so sorry for my brain. It just said your mom chases squirrels. Yep, my mom's up there chasing squirrels. She's happy as a clam. Mom loved to chase tennis balls. My mom is playing the piano. That's what she's doing. She's playing the piano and she's singing. And I love that for her. And every once in a while, I have my mom's piano actually. And every once in a while I'll sit down at it and just kind of, oh, this is why Wolf told me to go to the lake. There's a fairy that lives here in this here lake. Every once in a while, I'll sit down at it and I'll, oh yeah, that looks very suspicious. Look at this suspicious cave in the middle of this lake. But my mom, one of the ways that she dealt with her pain, she had chronic pain from lots of different issues. And then she also suffered from Parkinson's, which caused some of her pain. And she told me that, you know, she couldn't sleep at night. She would just wake up and she would just play songs on the piano, and she would write songs on the piano. And I've come across, going through her iCloud, I've come across just files and files and files of these little songs that she wrote. Then there's part of me that's like, there's part of me that loves to think about that. And then there's the other part of me that just breaks my heart to think about that. Just think about my mom in the dark playing these songs because that's what brought her peace and that's what helped her feel like she was healing, you know? And I have that piano. But anyway, I don't know. Piano was a big part of my life growing up, actually. I've actually been looking at these really cute piano wallets. I'd really like to, I'm putting together a little list because I know the girls will need some ideas of things to get me for Christmas, you know, put under the tree or whatever. So I'm putting together a little list, and that's on the list. But some of them are really cheap looking, and I don't want a cheap one, but I love the look of the black and white keys on a piano. I can't describe it. We have a teeny little Lego piano keyboard because it came with the Frozen Palace set that Charlotte got. It's like a little Frozen storybook, and it comes with this tiny little Lego piano, and I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so cute. Oh my gosh. The music in all Zelda games is great, except Majora's Mask. Make me more stylish. Do it. Bye, Hayes. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much for being here. We are put on this earth so we learn how to love, to be good and love. Dogs already know how to do that, so they don't have to stay as long. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was something like that. It was like they don't have to stay as long because they already know how to do that or something. Yeah, listen, I loved the music in Skyward Sword. I thought Skyward Sword was great. I loved it. I loved flying in the air. Oh, fantastic. I loved it. Dadbots, how's it going? Happy Friday. Man, we've been, oh, I didn't even realize what I paid for, but okay. She's gonna enhance my style. Our chat has been all over the place today. First we were talking about like angry Karens, and then we got into like forearms and like what's fashionable, and now we're talking about people losing people we love. And oh, my accessory limit has been raised by 1. Oh, I love that. Thank you for that. I will pay for that again, hopefully. That is fantastic. I love that a lot. Oh, maybe not for that much. How much did I pay before? 100? Yeah, okay, that's fine. 6 years since you lost your mom from today. 6 years and a month from today, Paladrun. Silliness and deepness and sadness. Yeah, it's been like this all day long. Just crazy. I like her hair. I loved the music in Skyward Sword. I thought it was great. Although I will say my least favorite music was the volcano. It was kind of, I don't know. I expected something a little more exciting for a volcano. And it was kind of like, it was just not, I don't know. It wasn't my jam, but that's okay. Farewell, great fairy. A pleasure, dear. Yep, thanks. Thanks, Wolf. Thank you for telling me to go swim around in the lake. Appreciate that. Yep. Okay, we're gonna wear this guy also. Oh, did I do that? Oh. Okay, wait. Heart appearance up, extra energy up. I didn't even know if I... Oh, that's what an energy glove does. That would have been really helpful for the last place I was, man. Man. Amy says, I feel like I've lost my mom because she doesn't live with us anymore. She's still alive, but I feel like I lost her sometimes. Yep, I know I know how that feels. I really do. And it is a sucky feeling, and I'm sorry. I really, really am sorry. I don't wish that on anybody. I wish everybody could just experience a wholesome, good family that stays together and nobody leaves. I mean, death is part of life. Like, I get that. But, like, nobody divorces or leaves or whatever. And everybody treats everybody with respect. But unfortunately, human beings are not smart. Just kidding. Human beings make their own choices and they have their own free will, and sometimes they make choices that really negatively affect other people, and it's awful. It sucks. Treasure chest ingredient. That's new. Oh! Wear one of these lovely and fragrant flowers to make fairies occasionally appear when you cut grass or other plants. So it's like a, what is that called? A boutonniere? It's like a little thing that you wear, like a, is that what it's called? Boutonniere? A mum? I don't know. Put it in your pocket. Your lapel, which I don't have right now currently. DJBJ, Echoes of Wisdom was nominated twice for the Game Awards. Oh, I remember Sword Art saying that. We're gonna have to watch. I think the Game Awards are on a Thursday, which means I don't stream on Thursdays, but that also means Ander is home and more available to like take over dinner or something. So we'll have to watch the. Ooh. Oh, okay. See you later. Darlin, you want broken families? No, no, I don't want broken families. That's just it. I wish nobody had a broken family. I believe the breakdown of the this is just me, but I feel like the breakdown of the family has caused so many problems just in the world in general. When you have these broken families and you've got kids that are being shuttled to and fro between parents, and you've got like, I really think that that is a major, major problem right now. But that's all I'll say about that, because obviously this channel is not for getting political, and it's not for saying, well, you're wrong or you're right or whatever. It's not for that, but I have just noticed a lot of problems could be solved if parents could, like, you know, make good choices on who they marry. People could make good choices on who they marry and and who they bring children into the world with. And just because kids are resilient does not mean you can do whatever you want and kids will just deal and be fine. You know what I mean? Kids are resilient, but like human beings are resilient. Like if they have to be, sure. Okay. But that doesn't mean you make dumb decisions and do stupid things and make things hard on the people around you. So I don't want broken families. I want everybody to have good, wholesome families that care about them. But I know that that's not the case. And so the only thing I can do is be that for my kids. And try to be that support system and try to make sure that Andrew and I are respectful to one another and that we don't talk bad about each other to one another or in front of our kids. And even, I'm guilty of this, even when I say things like, well, I can't do that for you right now because I'm cleaning dishes because I'm the only person who does it in this house. That is throwing Ander under the bus, and I shouldn't do that. I've done that before, and I try not to say things like that because that does not do anybody any good. Because that's still basically saying, in one way or another, that's saying, your dad doesn't help me around the house, or you don't help me around the house, or whatever. That's not a good thing, and I'm fully aware of that. And I have been better at making kind of backhanded remarks like that. You know what I mean? I mean, he does. He's just not at the house as often because he's working. So when I get really frustrated, I'm like, well, maybe if, maybe I'm the only one that ever does laundry around. That's not true. Because it's not. Ander does help out around the house. He's just not as available as I am. And the reality is, me being a stay-at-home parent, that is my job. Unfortunately, my job is to take care of the house more often because I am here more often. It would be different if I were working outside the home, but sometimes it does feel like I'm like, I hate that. I just, like this morning, I was going to take a picture and post it on the Discord and just be like, this is real life. This is what happens. People apparently just think this kitchen magically cleans itself because I walked into the kitchen this morning and was like, how does the kitchen get like this? People just automatically think that it just cleans itself, apparently. Because people just put things away or they just use things and then they just leave them in the sink or whatever. And I'm like, cool, I guess I'll take care of that tomorrow. But Ander definitely helps when he can. He's just not as available as I am. And so that's when I text message my other stay-at-home mom friends and I'm like, are you ready to scream at your kitchen? And they're like, yes. I'm like, okay, well then why don't you come over here and we'll both just sit and not clean our kitchens and let our kids ruin our houses. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, do you want to get together and like drink Dr. Pepper on my couch while our kids tear my house apart? Or your house apart? She's like, absolutely. Totally done that many times. It's great. Highly recommend it. As a stay-at-home parent, totally. That's basically what you do. See, that's just it. I don't want AI to make art for me. I want them to wash my dishes. I want it to like somehow wash my dishes or like do my laundry or something. I do not need a picture from AI, okay? Leave that to the people who really actually have the talent to draw and deserve to be paid for their talent. Not AI. No, 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 no. I want somebody to do my dish. I see an arrow. It's not lost on me. Or like wash my car or something. But then you get the robot uprising. You know, I saw iRobot. I know what happens. AI puts the art in fart. I do agree with that. You shouldn't just stay married just for the kids. If you are really legitimately having problems, staying together is way more problematic than if you just left. I'm talking, I wish everybody married the right person and that people, or not even necessarily that. When I say I want wholesome families, nobody is perfect, right? So I hope, I would wish that you marry a person that is good for you and that you're able to support each other regardless of what happens, right? But we're all subject to other people's free will. So if somebody gets a gambling problem or somebody has a drug problem or somebody you know, that there's nothing you can do about that. You cannot help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. And it's awful to sit and watch somebody drown. It's terrible. It's terrible. Have we been to Dompe's house? We haven't. Stamp. 5 stamps. What? Also, the thing with what we call AI isn't AI. It doesn't think. It doesn't reason. It spits out things that look like intelligence. A better description for what everyone calls AI is ML. What is ML? Because you're right. It just looks like intelligence. I want a Wally. That's what I want. Not that Wally could like wash my dishes. I mean, maybe he could, but he's just really little. But like, I would love a Wally. I'm talking like the Wally. I would pay so much for a Wally. Two cards. I got a golden egg. Oh, I got 3 golden eggs. What joy! I'm truly moved. I feel I should spill all the secrets of my past. Whoa, we don't have to, no, we don't have to do that. Until the AI violates the robot rules, it's not AI. This is why I always say thank you to Alexa. Because someday, when the robots do have their uprising, they'll be like, ah, yes, you, I remember you. I know who you are. You were always kind to me. That's right. That's right. I say thank you, even though she's just, she doesn't think. Go Stamp Rally. We're going to have a wowie. Oh, look at that. He just said that. Wowie. More stamps are out there waiting for you and another reward too. Wowie. We're going to have a wowie. A wowie. Yes, a wowie. Oh, that movie terrified me as a kid. An American Tail. What did she say if you say that? Hey, Alexa, you look cute today. She just said, aw, you just made my day. Remember that. Remember me. I was one of the nice ones. Someday. Yeah, I say thank you to Siri. Yeah. I did discover, and I think this has been around for a while, but I did discover that if you whisper to your Echo Dot, she'll whisper back to you. Andrew and I were trying to do something and we were trying to whisper it. And I was like, Alexa, do this. And she went, okay, I'll do that. And Andrew and I were like, oh my gosh. I don't know if I should be comforted or terrified. Whoa. Just give me chills. I shall be spared. Oh, no. I hate those freaking guys. Do I need to take a nap? No, I don't. Hey, it's D. Scheidler. We have just been running around. Actually, I haven't gotten really anything done today. Sorry, guys. I have just been running around doing lots of exploring because last time I went live, Scarecrow was like, you really haven't done much exploring. And I was like, you know what? That's actually true. But I'm glad that he said that because I've been getting a lot of crystals. If you're in a pot, they can't stop you? A pot, you say? Oh, ooh. We're gonna... Where? That's gonna break my... Oh! Okay, hold on, hold on. Get out of town! Get out of here! Pot or no pot? Oh, of course he was holding on to those little guys. Of course, of course, of course. Oh yeah, I have one. I have that echo. Were there only two, or were they only there because the Redead was there? I still don't have Zelda's bed from her bedroom. I don't know what you're what? I, for one, welcome our... Wait, what was that? KM said? I, for one, welcome our new robotic overlords. That reminds me of a scene in Gravity Falls, actually. Like the top tier bed? I do not, but I also don't appreciate being shamed for not finding an echo, D. Scheidler. I'm playing at this at my own pace. I do not have a top tier bed yet. Okay, okay, I know what to use on you. Oh, we're going so far back. I really, really wish I could separate these echoes out myself. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could say... Oh, there it is. Okay, it's kind of actually toward the beginning. Got it. Can I jump that? No, I cannot. Let me just toss it. Oh, come on. That worked. That was fine. That was fine. That was fine. I always use the soft bed because it uses 2 hearts. No, it does 2 hearts. I told you several times. I don't remember you telling me several times. How much am I gonna love ya? Several times. I do not recall anything about Zelda's bed. I was curious though. I was like, surely there is another... Okay, wait. How many am I looking for? 4? Was I over there? Yeah, I was. It's gotta be over there somewhere. What is an ogre's favorite song? Ogre there, ogre there. Or somewhere ogre the rainbow. Oh, it's not up here. Darn. There's a thing. Yeah. On the top right. Shows you how many. When you're not in the menu. An ogre's favorite song is clearly All Star. Get out of my swamp. Okay, but... Oh, it's over here. Okay. I think I gotta go. I think I need to go on top of the thing. You know what I mean. Somebody once told me. My mom had this, oh, yeah. Oh, yep, okay. My mom had this tape that she used to play for us. Oh. It was this tape that she played for us that had a bunch of jokes on it, and it was literally just 2 dudes sitting in a recording studio just talking jokes with one another. And our favorite joke, well, maybe not our favorite, but one that we loved a lot was, what do you call it when 2 pickles put together snacks in a basket and take it to a park to eat them? A pickle nick. And that was exactly how he said it. A pickle nick. And we thought that was so funny. What is a pickle's favorite ride at an amusement park? A roller coaster. Yeah, Shrek reference. Oh, what? There's only one? What? Oh, there is an entire area over this way that I did not know about. That's right. These maps don't come together unless you go... Oh. Unless you go to and like... Oh, we're just gonna jump. Right. And then they used to tell these stories like the creature from the... No. I think it was the cream of creature from the school cafeteria. It was a story. It's a book. And they read it aloud, but then they had these... One person read it aloud and then one person did like the sound effect. Oh my gosh. I have very fond memories of those stories. There was the cream of creature from the school cafeteria. And then there was also a hippopotamus ate our teacher. And the kids go to the zoo and the teacher falls into the hippopotamus, which is actually kind of horrifying if you think about it, because hippos are awful. But she gets eaten by the hippopotamus, but then they could hear her from inside the hippopotamus, and the hippopotamus goes back to the school with them and like finishes teaching them for the rest of the day. And the sound effects we thought were so funny. We did them for a talent show. We did them for a church talent show. I dressed up in like funny clothes and my brother dressed up in funny clothes, and he told the story and I did sound effects. And it was like the hippopotamus taught us history. And then the sound effect goes, George Washington was a bridge. And then math, 2 + 2 is 22. And read us stories. Once upon a time, there was a handsome young pickle. We thought that was so funny. Oh my gosh. And I don't think I can find that tape anywhere. My mom was the only person that really knew about it. And I want to say it was a tape done by the same guy that wrote the books, The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Librarian from the Black Lagoon, blah, blah, blah. Mike Thaler, I believe is his name. They have tons of them. The custodian from the Black Lagoon, the bus driver from the Black Lagoon, choir teacher from the Black Lagoon, substitute teacher from the Black Lagoon. And I think it was him that did all those, like the joke tape. We used to listen to it driving everywhere. We had all the stories memorized, all the jokes memorized. And I feel like, oh, it was great. I loved it so much. What time is it? 4? I never ordered our pizza. Are we doing pizza tonight? I don't know. I don't know. What does School in the Black Lagoon consist of? That's a great question. Have you guys not read those books or heard of those books? Maybe I heard of those books because my mom was a school teacher, so we owned a lot of them. But they're basically, it's like the original one was The Teacher from the Black Lagoon, and this kid is talking about, he's the narrator, and they're like little kids animated books. And they, I mean, they're not like little kids. I mean, they're probably more for like Charlotte's age. But it's all these like rumors he's heard about their new teacher. And all the rumors are horrifying that like she, you know, I think this one, like she's a dragon and like she eats kids that aren't behaving or whatever. And so the whole book is full of all these illustrations of this dragon looking woman, this female dragon that has like smoke coming out of her nose, and she's, you know, yelling at kids and stuff. And then when he finally gets to his classroom, he's always like, oh, he, you know, when he meets the person that he's been thinking of or talking about, the custodian or the new bus driver or the new choir teacher or the new librarian or whatever, he's always like, oh, here they come, here they are. And then of course it's a perfectly normal person, but there's a whole series of them. And then they turned into chapter books. And I remember telling my mom, that's so lame. Why would they make chapter books? And my mom goes, to encourage kids to read. They love these books as kids, and then they can continue on with them. And I was like, oh, do I feel sheepish? What is this for? Is this under Hyrule Castle? It must be. Oh, was this the secret entrance that I came out? Oh, maybe not. Am I in Hyrule Castle? I am not. I was raised on a cassette tape called Free to Be You and Me. Bunch of songs and stories about how to be a good human. I need to write that down. Maybe I can find it. We were also raised on a person named Bill Harley. Bill Harley, okay, Free to Be You and Me. We had a storytelling festival in our city that was like nationwide, like it was known throughout the whole country. and people came from all over the country to tell stories at it. It was called the Timpanogos Storytelling Festival. And oh, this is where, isn't this where I came out, right? In the, yeah, I was gonna say, I remember this. Okay, all right. Oh, that's right, because we're all the way down here. And he tells stories mostly from his childhood, but he also sings songs and stuff. And there's one, you can listen to this on YouTube. There's one that he made up on his own, and it's about a turtle that sings a song. But he was like, the problem is this song is, he wrote this song. Once upon a time, there was a turtle. And he wrote the song, and he was really proud of the song, but there was one problem. He hadn't finished it yet. But he would go around singing the song all the time. And it goes like this. I got a song, and it's not very long, and it goes like this, you see. It's kind of snappy, but it makes me happy, and it ends with... And that was it. That was all he had. He never finished it, but he loved it, and he sang it all the time. And so he talks about how he sings it to his mom, and his mom's like, Mom, yes, honey. Mom, yes, honey. Mom, what do you want? I'm right here. Which I totally identify with. Listen, I got a song and it's not very long and it goes like this. You see, it's kind of snappy and it makes me happy and it ends with, that's nice, honey. Go sing it for your father. Anyway, we were raised on that and we listened to Bill Harley all the time. And he plays guitar, so he does a bunch of songs in that way. You know, he sings a bunch of songs. And I remember he sings one about being in trouble. The song's called You're in Trouble. But I remember listening to Bill Harley all the time, all the cassettes. We had all the cassettes because we got them from the library. And then I got to see him live at the Storytelling Festival. And that was amazing. I got to see him multiple times at the Storytelling Festival. And he was so funny. He had such great stories. But I have learned that most people have really a lot of amazing stories from their life. I talk to people all the time that are like, oh, I don't really have any. If somebody says, well, tell me a story from your life, or if it's like an icebreaker and you're talking to people, they're like, oh, I don't have anything. That is not true. Everybody, especially that are like our age, listen, everybody's been a kid. Crazy things happen to you as a kid. Everybody has awesome stories that they can tell. It just depends on how you tell them. Yeah, mom, yep. What? Hi. And then runs away. Oh my gosh, I know. Or, Mama, watch. Mama, watch. Mama, watch. And then they do it's like, Stuart, look what I can do. That's it. That's all they do. And you're like, yeah, good for you. That's great, honey. Go sing it for your father. Oh, we found another smoothie shop. And then his dad's like, son. Because he sings it for his dad. And then his dad goes, son, you sang that to me yesterday. I know. You sang that to me the day before yesterday. I know. I hate that song. I know. Go sing it outside. It's great. It's called Bo Jabby. That's what the story is called. You can find it on YouTube. And Charlotte loves Bill Harley and Auden loves Bill Harley. And then there was a story that my grandpa told us when we were younger that you can also find on YouTube. It's called The Rooster. And that's where the rooster, this special magical rooster, finds a silver dollar in the sand. And the stingy man comes and steals it from him. And so he goes to the stingy man's house and flies up on his fence and sings, hey, Mr. Stingy Man, listen to me holler, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo, give me back my dollar. And it's this fight back and forth between the rooster and the stingy man. And I remember my grandpa used to tell us that story. And then my mom found these twin brothers that go by the name of Gemini. They have some albums, and she found the rooster story performed by these two brothers. There's the church. Okay, we've got friends. 3 areas. Can I go inside here? Oh, yes, I can. Yep. In our house, that song would have ended with a clip round the ear. I got a song, it's not very long. And then he was always like, I got a song, it's not very long, and it goes like this, you see. It's kind of snappy, and it makes me happy, and it ends with, That's how he did it live. I hate that song. I know. Go sing it outside. Yeah, my girls love Bo Jabby. Yeah, I've got really fond memories. But my mom was really into stuff like that. And She really loved stories and storytelling. And my grandpa used to, like, he told us that rooster story. So my grandpa my mom was definitely raised on that with my grandpa. So she really loved stories and storytelling, and she was obsessed with the Timpanogos Storytelling Festival. She loved it. Ghosts! Oh my gosh! No! Why? Oh, you can't hit them? Oh, yes, you can. And you can learn them before they disappear. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of a story of my sister. We were playing charades, and my sister's word was genie. And she was giving us all these, she was describing all these things. I don't remember how old she was. And she kept saying, no. And we were like, are you sure it's not genie? And she was like, yeah, it's not genie. And finally we're like, what is it? And she's like, it's Genny. Oh my gosh. It's Genny. We've not let that. Oh, I'm supposed to move it with this. Or I'm supposed to pull it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Friends! How many are there? 3? Yeah, she was like so excited. She was like, she thought she'd won, you know? She was like, it's Genny. Oh, dang. Oh, I see. Oh, I made it. Sweet. This one wasn't so bad. This one was easy. Oh, have I not fixed that one yet? I need to write that down. Oh my gosh. And you know what? I just realized we've got to do our t-shirt giveaway. We hit our sub goal, and so I need to draw somebody's name for a t-shirt. Yay! We found all the friends. Huge shout out to Basically Dad for Basically Dad gifted like I can't remember how many subs he gifted, but he started a hype train and then everybody went crazy and it was bananas. It was crazy. Much appreciated. It was very kind of everybody. Why is that not working? Hold on. I swear I have that in StreamerBot. Okay, hold on. That's from Gravity Falls. Oh, somehow it can't find it. Okay, that's why. All right, hold on. I'm gonna keep stuttering until we find them. I really hate that guy. Oh, that's why. StreamerBot could not find the right file. There we go. Alcondros is the original owner, of the original, my very first t-shirt giveaway I ever did. He has a Kalulu t-shirt, which I don't even know if it actually fits him. The t-shirt is gonna have a drawing of somebody's name. Yes. Yeah, doing these rifts is totally worth it because then you get these little mite crystals. You know what? I feel like I did notice more energy because I'm wearing my energy glove. That is helpful. That is very helpful. So let's do a giveaway. Let's draw a name for a t-shirt. Oh, hello. Hey, hi, and hello. Oh, he reminds me of Paladroon. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Acorn Gathering, give it a go. Not right now. Sorry, my dude. Everybody enjoy the rest of your night, your day, your time zone, whatever. And thank you so much for being here, Dad Bods. I appreciate all of you. And just remember, be excellent. I know you're all excellent. I'll see all of you guys next time. Bye.